And the first place winner is Samantha Vatalaro of Shaker High School.
I based my essay off, there is a well-known and really misquoted proverb that goes, "Well-behaved women rarely make history." And if that is the case, then the time has come to misbehave. Women's rights in both America and Russia are following a trend that is alarming, considering how much progress has been made. The Russian president has legalized domestic abuse. The American president has revoked health care and brags of sexual assault. But it's not as bleak as it may seem, because both Russia and America have long histories of women who spoke out for what they believed in and made a difference, even if it wasn't what might have been considered well-behaved or ladylike. And to sum it up, I'm trying to remember the pronunciation because if you speak Russian, I'm terribly sorry about how I'm going to butcher this. But if well-behaved women rarely make history, then the women in Russia and America have the same traits that will carry them far. They're intelligent, they're perseverant, and they're brave, because the Russian proverb goes, "Smilest gorhada biryot," which means bravery takes cities. Thank you.
I think the ATA is more important than ever, especially in today's world, because as I was doing all of this research and finding out all of these similarities and differences, but mainly similarities between America and Russia, I was wondering if somewhere there was in Russia like a Sam, age 17, doing a research project like this, and I realized that so much of what's on the news or might be said about like the governments is the governments. It's not necessarily reflects what the people of each country are feeling. And it's so important in the really interconnected world to remember that we're all people together and we all have to work together towards the same goals. I was really inspired because I personally love the cultural aspect of things like this, not so much like the political or like the geographical, but definitely the cultural part of it. And I came down to, I was scrolling through lists of proverbs for inspiration, and I found one that was in Russian that I'm not going to attempt because I'm going to butcher it, but it was essentially "bravery takes cities." And that reminded me of another quote that was American that was, "Well-behaved women rarely make history." And it reminded me that in so many cases, the women in these separate countries had the same qualities, that they had to be brave and they had to go against what was popular or right, considered right, to do what was actually right. I think I would be interested in going to Russia because it is such a powerhouse of, like I said, I love the arts, I love music, I love literature, I love theater, I love dance. And Russia has been such a powerhouse of the arts for history. For history and history, they've had such, from pre-Tsar Russia through the Soviet and everything. And it'd be unfair to, even if maybe, oh, you know, the government's doing this, but the government's always doing something. So it would be unfair to their history to not go to Russia just because of what might be happening. I probably should save the money away for college, but my school next year would be going on a trip to France, and I study French, and I really would love to go. So I think I'm going to put the money towards the trip, because they go to Paris, and they go to the French Riviera, and they visit Versailles and the Louvre, and that just sounds really cool. So I think I would definitely put the money towards that. Nope. That's about it. Thank you.
Okay, great. Biology.